What's going to be in the new VideoGamesMonthly.com subscription box for this month? You're going to have to stay and watch the video to find out. Yes, this is the VideoGamesMonthly.com VGM box for May 2018. Want retro games delivered to your house every single month? VideoGamesMonthly.com is the subscription box for you. As we have seen in previous instances, Video Games Monthly does deliver fantastic selections of games based on your preferences. No, not the reviewer's preferences, although the box contents here are based on my preferences. But you can prefer to have specific titles sent to your door. And Ingo or Ergo, what you can do is go online, go to VideoGamesMonthly.com. Once you've subscribed, and you can go into your preferences list and simply select the consoles in which you want the games taken from. So say, for example, you're a Sega Genesis guy. Well, you could have these Sega Genesis games delivered to your door, and you can simply just check off which games you already have. So video games will not end up ultimately shipping you doubles, triples, and all that stuff. Play the past into the future, and this came in a mailing box, so there's no seal required to be cut. Let's go ahead and get this opened up and find out what we got inside. Now, above and beyond just simply getting games delivered to your house every single month, you can also subscribe to the VideoGamesMonthly.com YouTube channel and follow them in social media outlets, which will also allow you to be part and take part in contests, giveaways, and so much more. So I'll put all that information, all that good stuff down below in the video description. VideoGamesMonthly.com, we hope you enjoy your latest box. Please, again, as mentioned, what I've already mentioned here, please update your library on the website by adding these games and any other games you have acquired. All updates to your gaming library must be made 7 days prior to the end of the month. Video Games Monthly is a monthly subscription service that delivers retro video games to gamers who own classic gaming systems from the 80s to the 2000s. Visit our website for an up-to-date list of available systems. The library must be updated 7 days prior to the end of the month. I'm going to take the bubble wrap off because we don't need that. Unless somebody is collecting bubble wrap. But there is, I think, BubbleWrap.com, the monthly subscription box that delivers just bubble wrap of various colors and shapes to your door. May not be 100% true, but I'll leave that to you to decide. The first thing that we are getting inside is Kid Chameleon. I remember this title from back in the day. It's for the Sega Genesis 16-bit system, and a very cool looking cover. Look at the front labeling on here. Get a load of this guy, this skull tank. I think that's awesome. I used to actually play this at a guy's house I knew back in the day. I think his name was Brian. I don't think Brian is watching these videos, but thank you, Brian, for leading me into my interest in Sega Genesis when I was younger. It was sort of one of those things, I'm not going to go off too much on a tangent, but it's one of those times in which I was either going to be picking up a Sega Genesis or a Super Nintendo. He, of course, was heavily into Sega Genesis, so he sort of pushed me in the direction of Sega Genesis, but my heart, my gut told me get Super Nintendo. I think ultimately I was happy with my decision, but I never did own a Sega Genesis. Kind of regret not doing so. Of course, I have other gaming consoles right now that will allow me to play the Sega Genesis, so I can kind of live through that. The next title we got inside for the original Nintendo Entertainment System is the Excitebike game. Something also I have fond memories of. Now, down below it says it's the programmable series. I'm wondering if that's because you could actually, I think this one, you could design your own track. Perhaps that's why it's the programmable series. Not 100% certain on that, but the Excitebike Entertainment System. Now, actually, FYI, prior to this month's box, pointing voraciously, prior to this month's box, I actually went in and I updated my preferences. So we'll kind of see if my preferences are updated. And actually, one thing inside is telling me yes. I'm tapping it voraciously. One title inside is telling me yes, my updates were accepted. For the Nintendo N64, we have Star Wars Rogue Squadron, a fantastic Star Wars game back in the day. And regarding my preferences, One of the things I suggested was the Wii U. I put the Wii U as an available console. I didn't pick up nearly enough Wii U titles back in the day, and of course Wii U is not kind of really relevant now in stores, so it's kind of good in a subscription box to get maybe some of the old classic titles that I didn't get a chance to get to before. So like, here is the Wii U Nintendo Land. I still want to get my hands on, there's the game inside, and back. It's basically just a collection of mini games. One of the things that I didn't get my chance to get my hands on then, and I hopefully will try to track it down now, is the Wii U release of Bayonetta 2. I love Bayonetta. It's a shame that it was only exclusive to Nintendo, but ultimately I hope to get that title again sometime soon. You can actually get the updated version. I think there was 2 versions. One version had the original Bayonetta on that. I'd be very inclined to get that. And we also have the Nintendo GameCube Shadow of the Hedgehog. Or it says Shadow the Hedgehog. I put an "of" in there. It's from Sega, and it's for the Nintendo GameCube, one of the other preferences that I put in there. Game is intact. Instructions are intact, so we're okay, good for that. Oh, and also, looks like we got ourselves, this is a light. A little tiny light, which I'm wondering if it actually makes an image. Just looking at it against my hand, I do not see an image. I'm going to say no. It's probably just like a little red light. And it says the VideoGamesMonthly.com VGM. So let's have a look at all the titles that we got inside this month's box. We have the Shadow the Hedgehog, Nintendo Land, both one for GameCube, one for Wii U. You can see I was very heavily influenced by putting my preferences mostly to Nintendo. The the Nintendo Entertainment System NES Excitebike, N64's Star Wars Rogue Squadron, and Sega Genesis's Kid Chameleon. Want all this delivered to your house every single month, not specifically these titles, but I'll put the link down below. And you can also subscribe to the Video Games Monthly YouTube channel, and actually it's on my main page as well. You can scroll down the featured channel lists, and it's in there as well. Subscribe and follow them on social media for giveaways, contests, and so much more. Today we were having a look at the VideoGamesMonthly.com box for May 2018. Certainly stay tuned for more videos, guys. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.